Hey guys, Nicole here from Wine Expressions. Here today to talk to you all about wine glasses. There's so many out there on the market. How do you know what goes with what? Why, when you're in a restaurant, a fine dining restaurant, do they start you with one and then move you to another one? Why can't you just keep the one? Who knows what? The reason why is because certain grapes need different types of glassware. So I'm going to try to make it really quick and easy for you guys just to take away with you. First thing, these chintzy little glasses that you may have in your cell or in your collection, or you may see at an inexpensive restaurant that you go out to. Get rid of it. Doesn't do any good for you. The best service that it could do is probably house some wine or some orange juice for your grandmother. They're really thick. They're chintzy. They don't like no aromatics really release. So really what you're looking for when it comes to finer wines is I suggest crystal. Crystal is a much thinner form of glass. It's really great for releasing the aromatics because it's so thin, and it just feels so sexy in your hand, and it just glides down your throat. It makes wine experience a heck of a lot better. But with that, we're going to talk about bubbly, champagne, prosecco, cava, yada yada yada. There are different types of flutes that you can use, and the reason why we use flutes is because it preserves the bubbles. So basically this is what I use when I'm entertaining, or if someone I know that's coming over that isn't really into wine but they want to cheers, this is what I give them. Also, they come in a stemless varietal, which I prefer, and I'll have all that information on my website where you can actually go and see different types that you think might fit best for your world. But again, really great for parties. The next one is, this one is crystal, and so this one, absolutely, you're having champagne, this is what you want to drink out of. Even prosecco, which I have here from a producer called Case Polin, all estate prosecco producer, and this is Spigolo, sorry, because I like two different kinds. I like Spigolo and Riedel. Spigolo I find just a little bit more affordable, but I find their quality pretty much in line with Riedel, who is known as probably the top producer of crystal glasses. And so you can see that the bubbles are still held up quite well. The next one, this is sort of my everyday sparkling wine, white wine glass. This is considered sold by Riedel, called a Riesling glass. It might have other names. This goes great for Sauvignon Blanc. I love Stemless, especially because just chilling on the sofa at night, or reading bedside, or out by the barbecue, it's just easily and perfect. And I have a lot of people that tell me that they aren't so sure of Stemless because they feel like when they're holding it that that the wine warms up in their glass. Well, you shouldn't be holding it like this. Same thing with a stem. You shouldn't be holding it like that. You want to hold it like this and be able to swirl. Just as with this, you want to hold it by the stem and swirl. That way you're not affecting the temperature. So this is great for sparkling wine, everyday white wine. I have a Vermentino from the region of Liguria in Italy, from the small Durin family who's been farming there for eons. Perfect aromatic white wine to go in a glass such as this. Next type, I have two different types here of, I call them white wine / red wine drinkers. Some people who drink white wine prefer a little bit beefier of a glass, if you will. They may, if you have guests and you give them this as a glass, they may think that you're kind of being cheap. So this is where this is a little bit more friendlier. This is an etched glass, but on my website I have a link to some nice Spigelos that are, they're called Bordeaux glasses. And they come in two different forms as I've displayed here. Again, for casual nights, I prefer the stemless. These are Spigelos. They're absolutely fantastic. Great for Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Bordeaux blends, Rioja. Even I have a biodynamic producer here, Beckman Estate. This is a fun little Grenache Syrah and Mourvedre blend that just screams out of this glass. Fantastic glass, everyday red for me, everyday red for my boyfriend. lastly is what we call a Burgundy glass, and I actually prefer Riedel. Speak Low are great as well, but I don't know, maybe it's a little bit in me that feels like throwing those extra dollars around to have Riedel for Burgundy, being a Burgundy lover myself. These also come in stemless, which are fantastic. I just happen to prefer the stem. Chardonnay, hands down. Even a Rosé from the Sancerre region of France in the Loire Valley. This is 100% Pinot Noir from the Guillaume Farget family. The reason why this stem ware does better for Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, or even more delicate wines is because they're thinner skinned grapes. They really need a thinner glass with a wider bowl that helps release a lot of the aromatics. This is going to be too tight, this Bordeaux glass. So you want something with a larger bowl. This is called the bowl, and you can see here it's a smaller bowl here. So fantastic for Pinot Noir Rosé, Chardonnay, and lastly I have a super interesting Pinot Noir from the Templar wines out of Czechoslovakia. You really don't, or sorry, Czech Republic, excuse me. Really don't see too many Czech Republic wines, but again, this is a 2013 Pinot Noir, has a little bit of age to it, so it really needs some of that bowl, as you can see when I swirl it, how it really moves around a lot. That's all I have. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you are a San Diego resident, I can also let you know where you can find these fantastic wines. Join me next episode, and cheers!